Dirt Rally has set the standard for rally games this generation, but the WRC series has been slowly catching up and improving with each iteration, since it was taken over by French studio Kylotonn. Like other licensed racing games such as Formula 1 and MotoGP, WRC has traditionally been a yearly franchise, but this restriction prevented the team from making major improvements to each sequel. The latest WRC game, on the other hand, benefits from an extra year of development, and it really shows. WRC 8 is better than its predecessors in practically every way, and one of the best rally games of this generation. Kylotonn didn't take a break from rally games entirely, however. Remember the Rally 4 last year? Yes, I'd forgotten all about that game as well. WRC 7 put more focus on realism, and WRC 8 continues this direction. This isn't a game where you can approach every corner at full throttle. The top tier WRC class cars are insanely powerful and demanding to drive, requiring skill and precision to tame at the limit. You really need to be progressive with your throttle and braking inputs to keep these powerful machines under control. The slower WRC Junior and WRC 2 cars may not seem as exciting to drive, but they will help you hone your skills. On a controller, the WRC cars feel a tad twitchy, so I recommend adjusting the sensitivity settings. But whether you're using a controller or a steering wheel, the driving in WRC 8 feels intuitive, weighty, and satisfying, and more realistic than ever before. Sliding around corners while narrowly avoiding trackside obstacles is an absolute joy. What really sets WRC 8 apart, however, is the superb stage designs. From the fast-flowing forests of Finland to the mountains of Monte Carlo and the rocky roads of Argentina, WRC 8's variety is unrivaled, with 14 locations and 100 tracks. Each environment is wonderfully detailed, with stunning scenery and jaw-dropping views. I love some of the subtle details as well. You can see crowds light up flares, a drone camera follows your car, and you can hear helicopters hovering overhead filming the action. Sometimes you'll even see competitor cars stranded on the track from an earlier accident. Quite simply, WRC 8 features some of the most challenging stages I've ever experienced in a rally game. Some narrow sections are barely wider than your car. Tracks are also littered with trees, rocks and barriers for you to avoid, and driving over bumps can unsettle your car if you're not careful. There's a great sense of danger at every corner, knowing that the slightest mistake can send you careening off a cliff or smacking into a tree. Epic stages also offer the ultimate test of survival, as they can take up to 15 minutes to complete. WRC 8 also introduces dynamic weather to the series. Here, conditions can change from dry sunshine to a heavy rainstorm in a matter of minutes during the same stage, adding an element of unpredictability to the experience. Heavy rain of course affects grip levels and creates puddles that can cause you to lose control if you fail to slow down. I'm also pleased to say the career mode has been given a much needed redesign. You now need to manage your team, hire staff, plan events and manage budgets. It's all presented in an overhead view showing your team and departments at work, with a similar presentation style to Gear Club Unlimited. It's certainly a lot more engaging than WRC 7's lackluster career. WRC 8 is a huge step forward for the series, but there is still room for improvement. Car damage, for example, leaves a lot to be desired. Crash into a tree at 100 miles an hour and your car comes off with barely a scratch or dent. Admittedly, I've been spoiled with Wreckfest's revolutionary damage modelling, but your car should still look more battered after an accident. Then there's the Codriver. While he sounds less robotic than before, it now sounds like you're sat beside a posh British butler barking orders at you.
Left 4 tightens, don't cut and danger left 1 around rock. Into right 2, don't cut. And right 3, rock in.
What you probably want to know, however, is whether WRC8 is better than Dirt Rally 2.0. And the answer is it doesn't really matter. We now have two excellent rally games to choose from. But for the sake of comparison, Dirt Rally 2.0 has better graphics, deeper driving physics, and rallycross racing as well. But it can't match WRC8's wealth of content and superb stage designs. WRC8 also offers far better value for money, with 14 locations and 100 stages as standard, without having to pay extra for season passes. This makes WRC8 the most complete rally game yet. It's incredible to see how much progress Kylotonn has made since WRC5. So those are my initial impressions on WRC8. Thanks to everyone who watched my Wreckfest video and subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate it. I should have some more WRC8 and Wreckfest content coming soon, and hopefully a look at the new grid game as well. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.